Greetings, travelers. Welcome to Lorespire. Today I'm going to be showing you how to tame animals in Enshrouded. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is visit the farmer, and you'll have to craft some bait. Come down here to the bait section. There are different baits for the different animals that you can tame. Okay, the goat food bait is also used for the frizzy goats in the Albanese summits, FYI. Okay, so just make whichever bait you need to tame the animal you're going after. After that, you need to locate the animal that you're going to be taming. For this purpose, we're going to tame some yaks here with yak bait, of course. Okay, make sure that you clear the area of any enemies that might interrupt your taming process. Okay, and once you do that, you got to pretty much just sneak. Well, first of all, let's go up here. Whenever you approach them, you can see that they get a red exclamation and they start moving away from you. You want to avoid that red exclamation mark. Okay? So, in order to avoid that, you can sneak, come up behind them, throw out some food close to them. They'll start to eat it. Then you want to sneak around behind them. Whenever they get a yellow heart like that, you can tame them. Now, you notice there, I dropped down and it brought me out a sneak. So, try not to do that. So, we're going to throw out some food. We got the yellow heart flashing. That means that we can pet them. Come up behind them, hit E to pet. That heart will turn red. Then you want to get away from them so that you don't disturb them. Get up close, throw out some more bait. Try to sneak around behind them. Hit E to pet. Then back away so that you don't disturb them. Throw out some more food. You got the yellow heart going. Oh, if they look and you get a question mark, just stop. Then move up behind them, pet them again. And once they have 3 red hearts, you can pick them up. They go into your inventory, and you will need 2 in order to breed them. Okay, now some animals are more skittish than others, like these frizzy goats here are a lot more skittish than the yaks. Now, if you're trying to tame an animal, you want to try to get it onto flat ground. It just makes things easier because if you try to throw food here on a slope, the food's going to roll down the hill, and it's just going to be hard to get the goat to eat the food. So you want to chase them to a kind of flatter, grounded area. Okay, so once you get them to a spot that you feel you can probably tame them okay, go into sneak mode, throw out your food for them. Once they have the yellow heart, sneak around behind them. Whenever he looks up, I'm going to stop because he's more skittish than the yak. Then we come up behind him and we pet. Then we move away so that we don't scare them. Throw out some more food. You can pick the food up off the ground if they don't eat it, just FYI. Now it's eating. We got the yellow heart, so we're going to sneak up behind it. We get a red exclamation point. We move away. Question mark. We just stop. We come up to pet it while we have the blinking yellow heart again. Move away so that you don't scare it. Throw out some more food. We're going to sneak up behind it again. Stop whenever it looks up. Stop whenever there's a question mark. And you can see there, I accidentally picked up plant fiber, which scared it, which is unfortunate. You lose a heart if you scare it. You can actually change that setting in your server settings, though, so that you don't lose a heart if you're having trouble with it, if it's being too annoying. Okay, now we're going to go in again. It's eating. We got the yellow heart. Stop at the question mark. Move in and pet it. Back away. I'm going to throw out some more food for it. We're going to move around behind it. Stop whenever it looks up. Stop whenever there's a question mark. Move up and pet it when you got the yellow heart. And the goat is tamed. You can pick it up. Okay, so once you've collected 2 of the animal that you're trying to breed, to collect resources from, you want to return to the farmer, and you will need beds for the animals. Okay, different beds for different animals. All right, and you'll need feeders, different feeders for different animals. And of course, you will need food. That is different from the bait. So make the appropriate food for the animal that you're trying to breed, the feeder, and get the bed. Make sure that you build yourself an animal pen to keep hostile enemies out and to keep your animals in a concentrated area so they don't just wander off. Okay, then you want to just lay down your beds. You'll need 1 bed for each animal that you want to breed. So if you're breeding 2 and you want to have, let's say, 5 yaks, then you would make 5 of the yak beds, and you'd put them all down. You put down a feeder. Okay, and then you just add food to the feeder. And you take the animal out of your inventory, or you put it on your hotbar, and you can just place it like this. Okay, and the animals will eat the food, and as they eat the food, as long as there are enough beds, they will produce babies. After a certain amount of time, the upgrade option will appear on baby animals. You can hit E to upgrade them into adults, and then they will produce whatever it is that they produce. In the case of the yaks here, they produce wool. You just hit E to collect it, and as long as there's food, they'll keep producing their resource. Now, once you have all the resources you need from the animals and you don't want them to produce any more resources, you can simply collect the resources they have on them and then pick them up, and you can store them in a box, and you can take them out again whenever you want them to produce again. Just put them down and add some food, and they'll start producing again. Alternatively, if you don't want to worry about storing them in boxes, you can just let their food run out and they'll stop producing. They won't starve. They just won't produce anymore until you add more food. Okay, so I hope this helped you out. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and stay tuned for more Enshrouded content. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends.